Hi, कैसे हैं आप? Yeah, we're going to use this app that's on your screen right now to solve some awesome questions from chemical kinetics. If you're new here, this is the drill. This is the Aakash app. You can download it, not right now. Now I'm going to show you how it works, and we're going to solve some awesome questions. You can do it later, right? As soon as you download the app, go to name, etc. Go to the chemistry chapter, chemistry thingy, library journey. Go to the library section, scroll all the way, or if you don't like scrolling, just go to search, look for kinetics. That's what we're doing today. Kinetics, chemical kinetics. There you go. Give you a lot of options. We go to the practice section right away. This is a quick way to do it. If you want to scroll, you can also scroll down to the end. This is one way that I like doing it. Otherwise, you could scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Hi, welcome people. Shubhi, I see you in the chat. I see there's another Emlon and Nishant as well who's in the chat. That's awesome. So that's how you do this, yeah? You go to the chapter and right in the end, scroll to the end, exercise section. Here we are. This is what we're going to do today. Each of these sections have 5 questions each. वार्म अप, स्ट्राइड, स्प्रिंट, लैप्स, रेस, यहां तक 5 सवाल, मतलब 30 सवाल हो गए। 1 2 3 4 5, अच्छा 25 सवाल हो गए। उस पर मैराथन इज अनलिमिटेड प्रैक्टिस। अनलिमिटेड प्रैक्टिस यानी आप 300-400 सवाल जितने भी हैं सब आएंगे, ठीक है। अनलिमिटेड तो कुछ नहीं होता है, सिर्फ अनलिमिटेड सब भगवान होते हैं। बट खैर, वी विल स्टार्ट डूइंग दिस। बिफोर वी डू दैट, लेट्स जस्ट गेट वार्म्ड अप। एक छोटा सा वार्म अप से पहले वाला वार्म अप, प्री वार्म अप। आई एम ग्रेट, हाउ आर यू डूइंग? हेलो हेलो हेलो। पहला सवाल, राइट? आवाज आ रही है, राइट? यू एबल टू हियर मी एंड सी मी? Hi, Veena. All right, Rajanya. Hey, good to see you here as well. Rajanya is amazing. How did the WB exam go? Here's a simple question. I've given you a third order reaction. इसमें rate is represented by R proportional to A power 2.5 B power Q. What is the value of Q? बहुत straightforward question है. Can you tell me the answer to this? It's very easy, right? Veena, K के बाद full stop. The effort there is so oozing with effort. And you type K and then you put full stop. I like it. I like it. I like the style. So you got a reaction. It says third order. I don't know how it's third order because it's obviously not an elementary reaction. There are more steps going on because it's saying कि A power 2.5 must be elementary. I mean, must not be elementary. It has a complex में 4-5 steps होंगे. We don't know what those steps are. But the overall order is given to be 3. मतलब B क्या होगा? Q क्या होगा? Really easy, right? 3 is going to be 2.5 plus Q. That's it. So Q is 0.5. Yeah, orders can be fractional. Here's the revision for you, Nishant. Orders can be fractional, can be negative, can be 0. Order कुछ भी हो सकता है. Molecularity, however, is either 1, 2 or 3. Different between molecularity and order. Order overall reaction की बात होती है. Molecularity elementary reaction की होती है. Elementary reaction में molecules आप count करो. That will give you the order itself. Okay. That is the difference. Molecularity यहाँ पे तो 2 ही दिख रही है मुझे, but order is not 2. So always molecularity need not always be equal to the order, as you can see over here. Yeah, this is easy. Yeah, Madhu, great job, Madhu, Rajanya, and Shubhi. Yeah. बहुत straightforward, awesome question. All right, let's start the app stuff. Oh, पहले में ही ग्राफ आ गया. Hey, ये तो cheating हुई. Rajanya has seen this question, but I think in the NEET session this question came काफी आगे, but ये पहला सवाल यहाँ पे हमारे पास आ गया. Wonderful question. So you know the drill. What I do is I take screenshot of this and I put it up on the क्या बोलते हैं इसको on the notes because you guys want notes etc etc. X versus time यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है. So what graph is given and what graph is being tested? Do you understand that? ये main चीज है इस question में figure out करने की. What graph is given and what graph is being tested? What do I mean by this? आपको दिया है ग्राफ x versus t का, मतलब this is the integrated rate law. When you're plotting, what are you plotting? A giving B, yeah, this is a product. And obviously this is the reactant. Normally, you would plot A versus T. You can plot B versus T. That's what we're doing, right? X is basically the concentration of B. All right, sweet. That's out of the way. So this is the integrated rate law. ठीक है? सवाल पूछ रहा है minus dA by dt versus t. This is the differential rate law. ठीक है? अगर आपको थोड़ा सा भी फिजिक्स पसंद है, थोड़ा सा भी कैलकुलस पसंद है, थोड़ा सा भी किया है, you are seeing that the equation is of a straight line. मतलब कि it is an algebraic expression first degree. This is fine. Maths के हिसाब से, algebra के हिसाब से, उसको differentiate करोगे, you will get a straight line. If I differentiate this, then I get this. This is okay, है ना? यही तो मैं बोल रहा हूं. This is B versus D. This is dB versus T. dB by dt versus T. Now dB by dt is going to be equal to dA by dt, which is going to be equal to the same thing. It's going to be some constant. तो मेरे हिसाब से ऑप्शन सी होना चाहिए. What do you think? हाँ राजन, या सेम क्वेश्चन एज yesterday because आप नीट वाले awesome student हैं who already solved it, which is great. But नीट में ये सवाल बहुत बाद में आया था. आज पहला सवाल जेई में आ गया, right? So there is obviously a difference between the JEE and the NEET questions. The reason you're seeing a similar question is because this is a slightly tricky question. दूसरी बात ये है, another thing I'd like to point out to you, this is also interesting, is कि ये जो हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं, यहां पे बात हो रही है प्रोडक्ट की, नॉट रिएक्टेंट की, ठीक है? अब the reason why it could trip you up, the reason why this question could trip you up is because originally speaking, if you plot A versus T, the graph would look like this. मेरे सर के पीछे ये, right? This would be the graph. But you have been given a graph like this because product बन रहा है, तो obviously this is all this. You've got this to be A naught, and you do A naught minus A equal to KT. Slope is K. This is for a zero order reaction. Okay, let's go to the next question. Spent a lot of time on the first question. Usually these questions are faster, but awesome. We've got this right. Everybody in chat got right. That's brilliant. Next question. Okay, when dragons burn their victims, I see a similar question. Let's skip this. If you don't like a question, you don't want to answer it for whatever reason, you can end it and go back. You'll get a different question. Okay, cool. Master one said rate constant character reaction. One was right. ये वाला गलत था. इसको भी हम लोग end करते हैं. We will fix this. Go back to this. Okay, we've seen this question as well yesterday. Because Rajanya is here, I can just keep messing around with this. Here you go. We've got a question we did not see yesterday. If you don't like a question, you can keep doing that. Because each concept will have at least 5 to 10 questions. तो अगर आपको सवाल पसंद नहीं है, आप ये कर सकते हो, ठीक है? And this is just stress testing the app, I know, but this is fun. And I also want to do new questions, ठीक है? Rate of a first order reaction. You've all figured it out. Royal, hi, Elon. Hey, Elon, it's not Emlon anymore. This is a new person. Elon, X is the concentration of B, if that got missed out. Elon, yes, all right, sweet. इसका आंसर क्या होगा? इसमें भी राजन्या thinks B, Elon thinks B on this question. Question क्या है? पढ़ने दो मुझे. The rate of a first order reaction is some value. When the initial concentration is some value, what is the rate constant? नहीं, अच्छा, ये तो ज्यादा आसान नहीं हो गया. चलो ठीक है, आसान है तो क्या है, कर लेते हैं. ज्यादा आसान हो गया, ठीक है. Rate क्या होता है? It's going to be K times A. That's it, right? For a first order reaction. अब सवाल क्या था? Rate of first reaction is okay. Rate is given as 1.8 into 10 power minus 3 equal to K into 0.3. तो इसको डिवाइड करोगे तो हो जाएगा 6 into 10 power minus 3. बट ये तो ऑप्शन में दिख ही नहीं रहा है. अब क्या करें? 0.3 है, 0.36 छह बार नहीं जाएगा. What did I do that's weird? Oh, I'll tell you what I did that was weird and stupid. Even, right? ये देखो, ये यूनिट, ये देखो, ये यूनिट है मोल लीटर इनवर्स मिनट इनवर्स. ओके, दैट इज द यूनिट ऑफ रेट. यहां पे दिया है 0.3 which is this into K. इसकी यूनिट है सेकंड में इन द आंसर एट लीस्ट. फर्स्ट आई विल गेट द आंसर इन टर्म्स ऑफ, सो आई एम गेटिंग K इक्वल टू 6 into 10 power minus 3 मिनट इनवर्स, मतलब पर मिनट. अच्छा, पर मिनट. तो अगर इसका पर मिनट हो गया 6, तो व्हाट विल इट बी पर सेकंड? पर मिनट से पर सेकंड, तो डिवाइड बाय 60. व्हाई विल आई डिवाइड बाय 60? मैंने दिमाग में डिवाइड बाय 60 बोल दिया, बट व्हाई डिवाइड बाय 60? लेट्स सी लॉजिक क्या है डिवाइड बाय 60. पर मिनट, बट मुझे चाहिए पर सेकंड. नाउ आई नो दैट 60 सेकंड इज 1 मिनट. दिस इज द लॉजिक. आई एम नॉट इवन मेसिंग विथ यू. दिस इज हाउ यू हैव टू डू इट. अगर दिमाग में कंफ्यूजन आने ना, यार 60 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है, डिवाइड करना है, समटाइम्स इट हैपेंस. मुझे साथ तो हमेशा होता है. आई डोंट इवन वांट टू थिंक अबाउट दीस थिंग्स. आई सी द यूनिट. देखो नीचे मिनट है, मुझे नीचे सेकंड चाहिए, तो ऊपर मिनट डाल देते हो तो कैंसिल कर देंगे, ठीक है? सो वी हैव कैंसिल मिनट. नाउ आई नो दैट 1 मिनट इज इक्वल टू 60 सेकंड. नाउ ये चीज मैंने दिमाग में की थी, आप भी जल्दी जल्दी करके दिमाग में कर लोगे. बट बाय डूइंग दिस आई एम गेटिंग अ वियर्ड नंबर. आई एम गेटिंग 10 पावर minus 4 सेकंड इनवर्स. इज दैट व्हाट यू आर आल्सो गेटिंग? क्या लग रहा है आपको? है ना? कंफ्यूजन नहीं होता, अच्छी बात है. रॉयल एम्परर, अच्छा है आपको कंफ्यूजन नहीं होता है. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स हु हैव ट्रबल विद दिस, एंड द प्रॉब्लम इज रॉयल कि दे डोंट इवन एडमिट कि कंफ्यूजन होता है, वो लोग कॉन्फिडेंटली 60 से मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे एंड दे विल से अरे यार आसान सवाल था, गलत हो गया. सो आई वांट टू अवॉइड दैट, दैट्स व्हाट आई वांट टू अवॉइड. बट बढ़िया है, इफ यू गाइस फिगर इट आउट, अरे नहीं एंड नहीं करना, ये तो अच्छा है, हमारा सवाल हो गया भाई एंड. नाइस क्वेश्चन. ओके ग्रेट ग्रेट गोइंग, यू आर पिकिंग अप मोमेंटम. चलो मोमेंटम भी उठा लेते हैं. अच्छा इस रेट का क्या होगा? दिस इज अ नाइस क्वेश्चन. In the following reaction, how is the rate of appearance of product related to the rate of disappearance of reactant? ये सिंपल सा कॉन्सेप्ट है. दिस इज अ क्या बोलते हैं इसको, ब्रोमीन. ब्रोमीन इन द +5 स्टेट एंड -1 स्टेट इज बिकमिंग, इसको हम लोग कॉम प्रोपोर्शनेशन बोलते हैं, बट डजंट मैटर क्या बोलते हैं. या डिसप्रोपोर्शनेशन का उल्टा. देखो यहाँ पे 0 स्टेट है, इधर इट इज -1 एंड ऑल्सो +5. ठीक है. बट वी हैव टू बेसिकली राइट दिस. लेट मी टेक अ स्क्रीनशॉट ऑफ दिस ताकि इसको हम करो. इसका भी तब लोग आंसर बताओ आप लोग. यू गाइस आर क्विक, आई थिंक यू विल डू दिस मच फास्टर देन आई विल इवन थिंक अबाउट इट. बढ़िया आप लोग करो 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 while I put screenshots over here, right? How is the rate of appearance of product related to rate of disappearance of reactant? यहाँ पे reactant तो कहीं दिख नहीं रहा है. अच्छा reactant इधर है. कौन सा reactant? They want to talk about bromine. Okay. Now think about this. Even here, if you have forgotten for some reason, you have forgotten numerator में डालना है, denominator में डालना है. It is clear that bromide ion, 5 bromide ion react करेंगे, तब मिलेगा आपको कौन सा है? 3 ब्रोमीन लिक्विड मॉलिक्यूल्स. ठीक है. मतलब इट इज क्लियर दैट द रेट ऑफ डिसअपियरेंस ऑफ ब्रोमाइड इज फास्टर देन द रेट ऑफ अपीयरेंस ऑफ ब्रोमीन. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस? ये अंग्रेजी समझ लो. 5 जा रहा है, उसमें 3 बन रहे हैं, मतलब ये जल्दी हो रहा है ना. ब्रोमाइड इज फास्टर, दैट इज फर्स्ट. अगर इफ यू से ब्रोमाइड इज फास्टर, then which ones can I cancel out? If bromide is faster, then I can cancel out this because this makes it slower. This I can cancel out because don't hang. This I can cancel out because plus minus होना चाहिए, both can't be plus. देखो my reactant is reducing, bromide ion reduce हो रहा है तो नेगेटिव साइन होना चाहिए उस पे, और जो है ब्रोमीन लिक्विड बन रहा है तो उसका पॉजिटिव साइन होना चाहिए. ठीक है. Okay, cool. So dBr2 by dt must be positive, the other guy must be negative. So between A and C, let's choose C. We don't even have to think about this. C is the answer. सोचना ही नहीं है इसके बारे में. Screen is blurry, Madhu. I don't think it is blurry. किसी और को blurry लग रहा है क्या? पूरा रिएक्शन नहीं दिख रहा है, that I know. That तो I'm scrolling left or right. That I understand. तो when you have equations, थोड़ा left right करना पड़ता है scroll, है ना? That I understand. That's fine. But blurry तो नहीं होना चाहिए. Yeah, see, exactly. Madhu, Rajanya, you all figured out. बिल्कुल सही है. So initially, which looked like a slightly tricky question, become very easy by eliminating stuff. And this is what I mean by solving questions वाला तरीका being very different. अबे क्या was it against? ये देखो मुझे टॉन्ट कर रहा है बंदा. देखो अमेजिंग, इतना टाइम लगा, हमने प्यार से एक्सप्लेन किया. चलो कोई नहीं, we got it right. ठीक है. The rate law expression for 4 reactions are given below. Which case the percentage increase of the rate would be maximum when the concentration of A is doubled? That's an interesting question. ये देखो मजेदार सवाल है. अब देखो अलग सवाल आ रहे हैं फ्रॉम नीट. इनिशियली लग रहा है सिमिलर सवाल आ रहे हैं, बट नो, वी गेटिंग वेरी डिफरेंट क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम नीट. नाइस एल्गोरिथम, आई लाइक इट. क्लियर है ना? वेरी इजी, गुड. इलॉन ये वाला ट्राई करो, ये वाला भी डूएबल है. मधु अगर आपको ये ब्लरी लग रहा है ना, मधु गो टू द सेटिंग्स और थोड़ा सा इंक्रीज कर दो. तो फोन पे जब आप देखते हो ना वीडियो को, एट दैट पॉइंट YouTube defaults to 360p, sometimes 480p. Yeah. So you have to go to settings and increase the resolution. You can go to 1080p. This output of this stream is full HD. It's 1080p at 30 frames per second. You don't need 60 frames per second. I'm not playing a video game talking to you. You don't need 60 frames per second. We're at FHD, full HD, and 30 frames per second. So that's the quality you can select. What do you think about this one? क्या करें इसको? इसमें बोल रहे हैं percentage increase in rate. Okay. तो रेट इज गोइंग, ओके ठीक है, परसेंटेज इंक्रीज इन रेट मैक्सिमम जब कॉन्सेंट्रेशन डबल किया जाए. अब देखो दिस इज लाइक सेइंग, ओके आई विल टेल यू हाउ टू डू दिस मैथमेटिकली बिकॉज आई लाइक मैथ्स. इफ यू परसेंटेज इंक्रीज इन दिस थिंग, ओके, Ka by T rate, नहीं, let's not do rate, let's do concentration versus time. That's simpler, no? Okay, cool. This is going to get complicated if I do this, but ठीक है, let's try. 3 by 2 would be something like this. This is regular A. 0 would be this. A par 0. A par 0 बना दिया. This is not right. इसको मैं फिर से करता हूँ। मैथ से अगर करना है तो थोड़ा एफर्ट लगाना पड़ेगा। एक्चुअली इज वेरी इजी टू डू विदाउट एनी ऑफ दिस। द आंसर शुड बी डी, राइट। इसमें सोचने की जरूरत ही नहीं है। पूजा, आई एक्सप्लेन विद मैथ, आई एक्सप्लेन विद मैथ। रेट का मतलब क्या होता है? रेट मतलब डी ए बाई डी टी। सो वी आर प्लॉटिंग द डिफरेंशियल रेट इक्वेशन। डिफरेंशियल में अगर हम लोग प्लॉट करें, ठीक है, तो वी आर डूइंग, लेट्स प्लॉट रेट वर्सेस टाइम। ओके, रेट वर्सेस टाइम, दैट मेक सेंस। No, let's plot rate versus time. Yeah, this is fine. Rate versus time. This works. Yeah. So this rate versus time. Okay, cool. Rate versus concentration is what we can plot actually. Huh, this is a much better thing to plot. What are we plotting? What do you think? D hoga, answer definitely D. There's no doubt about it. How do we prove it with logic? Dekho, it is clear that if I increase the concentration of A, then rate will increase, right? So I think if we plot rate versus A, ये आसानी से समझ में आ जाएगा. Okay, rate versus A, this is K. Okay, second one, this is K A, first order reaction. For A power 3 by 2, थोड़ा सा increase होगा. This is like saying y equal to x power 3 by 2. This is like saying y equal to x. ठीक है? और ये वाला equation होगा y equal to constant, which is this. Last वाला equation, which is actually the answer. Let me take some space here to draw this, which looks similar. ये और जल्दी कम बढ़ेगा, ये कम बढ़ेगा. This is y equal to x power 3 by 2. This is y equal to x square. ये तो parabola वाला हो गया ना. So we are plotting rate versus A. Okay, concentration. That's what we are plotting. है ना? You are absolutely right. बोल रहे, सब लोग सही बोल रहे हो. Which is the most used equation in chemical kinetics. Depends on what you want to do, Animesh. देखो, इस केस में हम लोग differential rate law use कर रहे हैं, right? Because rate is equal to something, right over here. Integrate rate law में you have to deal with time, है ना? So you have three different kinds of graphs you'll see. One is graph like this, which is rate versus A. This is kind of rare, okay? ये वाला थोड़ा rare है देखने में, ये वाला नहीं usually use करते हैं. You would likely use dA by dt versus T, or you would use A versus T. A versus T is an integrated rate law. Differential rate law is dA. Sorry, differential rate law is dA by dt versus T, right? And lastly, Arrhenius equation है तो चारों है. I can't say which one is used the most. Anyway, logic से बहुत जल्दी you would be able to see यार ये बढ़ता है तो obviously D is the answer. But if you don't get that D is the answer, math से you can prove it like this. See देखो, this increases the fastest. Percentage increase सबसे ज्यादा है तो math से also we have just proved it. Okay, high exactly Rajan, highest slope exactly. Slope से ज्यादा it is exponent of A actually. Yeah, slope से ज्यादा it is percentage increase ना. परसेंटेज इंक्रीज का मतलब ये है कि अगर परसेंटेज इंक्रीज का एक्चुअल मतलब क्या है, स्लोप बोल सकते हो. दिस इज द सेम फॉर द सेम इंक्रीज ऑफ दिस, ये दिस इज बेसिकली डेल्टा ए. ठीक है, दिस इज डेल्टा ए. फॉर द सेम इंक्रीज इन दिस, किसका सबसे ज्यादा रेट बढ़ेगा? ठीक है, दैट इज व्हाट वी मीन. एंड यू विल सी हियर कि इसका सबसे ज्यादा बढ़ेगा. दैट इज द एक्चुअल आइडिया. यू गॉट इट मैथ्स के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, व्हिच इज अ ब्यूटीफुल आइडिया. ठीक है, लेट्स गो टू द नेक्स्ट वन. Species that are formed in one step of a reaction mechanism and used up in another step are called what? Arey, I like these questions. This is testing the basics to काफी टेस्ट कर रहे हैं. These are not difficult questions, but these are questions जिसमें अगर ठीक से पढ़ा है तभी आंसर कर पाओगे. डिटेल में पढ़ा है तो. अगर वन शॉट देखा है ना तो ये सब नहीं कर पाओगे. अगर कर सकते हो बहुत अच्छी बात है. आई एम ग्लैड फॉर यू, हैप्पी फॉर यू. आई एम नॉट थ्रोइंग शेड ऑन एनीबॉडी or anything, but these are interesting questions. These are fun questions. Okay, what about this? Intermediates, yeah, Ram, absolutely simple one. Just the way the name sounds, intermediates, मतलब बीच वाली चीजें. Great, you got all 5 correct. Excellent work, everybody. Yes. Pooja, Ram, Madhu, बिल्कुल सही. Pooja, how to conclude which undergoes fast reaction, which undergoes slow in a reaction? Pooja, मैं आपकी बात पूरी तरह समझा नहीं. I'll tell you what. You can go ahead and come on to Discord or onto Telegram and maybe elaborate your doubt, because I didn't understand what you mean by what goes fast, what goes slow. मैं आपकी बात पूरी तरह समझा नहीं. ठीक है. I'll need more context on this, and you can feel free to ask as many doubts as you want on Discord and on Telegram. And there are a lot of awesome students, some of them going to top IITs and doing crazy things, who will also, if they have time, check their questions out. If I'm around, I'll check your question out as well. Anybody who wants to join, go to the bento link, join the Discord server or the Telegram groups. All right. Hold on. Let's do this question. Organic reactions, intermediates. Yeah, बिल्कुल सही बोला आपने. Choose a reaction for which The overall rate of reaction R can be represented like this. This is a nice question. अरे यार इसको मैंने फिक्स किया था, इधर फिक्स किया था, पहला वाला फिक्स किया था, इसमें फिक्स किया था. हाँ, इधर देखो, इस स्लाइड में देखो. I'll delete that first slide. I'm like, bro, I fixed this. What are you talking about? When you move from, if you have a different version of Office, this tends to happen. Office being the software that I'm using for this. I'm not at any office. मैं तो घर पे काम कर रहा हूँ. Hey, technically this is a home office. Okay, I'm gonna stop making bad puns. You guys can go ahead and solve this. Just fixing the thingy on the other slides. Break on through to the other slide. All right. All right. Overall reaction किसका क्या होगा? Clearly, B should be 2 by 5, C should be 3 by 7, A should be 2 by 3. You know this. And these are both reactants. I'm not even looking at the option. I just जो लिखा है वो देख के बता रहा हूँ. Reactants, and this is the product. Now, where do we have that? Oh, look at that. It's B. It's B. Yeah. Yeah, Ram, absolutely. Very quick. Nicely done, Madhu. Good job, Ram. Let's go ahead and pop this back onto the screen. The app. All right. Let's go on to the next strides. Strides पे चलते हैं. Let's assume you're a student of RNS. ये सवाल कल कर चुके थे. Let's end this and फिर से करते हैं. शुरुआत करते हैं इसकी. ये भी कल कर चुके थे RNS का. चलो एक और देखते हैं. Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. Plot showing the variation of rate constant K with temperature T are given below. The plot that follows Arrhenius equation is what? This is an interesting question. ठीक है, कर लेते हैं. It's okay. Arrhenius equation. That's the focus over here. Let's solve this question. What do you think? इसमें से कौन सा plot आपको Arrhenius equation दिखा रहा है? And the thing is, this small hint that I'd like to give you, the small hint is that Arrhenius equation usually is plotted K versus 1 by T or log K versus 1 by T. यहाँ पे K versus T यानी कि temperature, not time. There's no time has no meaning here. Temperature की बात हो रही है. I know kinetics is all about time, but यहाँ पे Arrhenius equation में is K variation of K with temperature, and K always increases with temperature. That is the idea you have to keep in mind. बस. That's all for hints for today for this question. Try करिए while I go ahead and paste this into the PowerPoint. Okay, let's go through. No, I'm not marking. I want to scroll down so I can go ahead and screenshot the rest of this question. Windows Shift S. I'm going to look at the options. Just done with screenshotting the question onto the presentation. All right. Ram says, oh, wow. You conclude. Acha, Pooja. Pooja, there is no way you can conclude by looking at the equation कि कौन सा जल्दी होगा कौन सा धीरे होगा. That's not possible. Not that I know of. Reciprocal Animesh. I like that input. Thanks. Ram says C. Rajanya says C. Ram says A. Elon is on D. Kanaya, welcome Kanaya. For you, a master tutor. What is a master tutor? Ghost Games? I don't know what is a master tutor. मास्टर जी बोल रहे हो क्या? हमको समझे नहीं. देखो, पूजा, this is a good question. There's no way you can know without actually performing experiments. That's the point of kinetics. Kinetics is a practical thing. For any chemical reaction to happen, you have two ways of analyzing. One is thermodynamics, energy के ideas. दूसरा is kinetics. Kinetics में you practically do reactions. Reaction देखने से, well, organic chemistry में you can predict. यार ये step, ये fast, ये चीज जल्दी होगी, ये वाला नहीं होगा. But that is because of the bulkiness. You use thermodynamics to predict sort of कि यार ये छोटा है तो चला जाएगा. Physical size छोटा है. OH minus is small, it will go. Tosyl chloride नहीं जाएगा. Tosyl थोड़ा अटैक करेगा. Tosyl is a good leaving group. It is not going to attach. So you think of those things from that point of view. ये छोटा सा है तो जल्दी से न्यूक्लियोफाइल चला जाएगा. अगर छोटा नहीं है तो maybe it will go to SM1, not SM2. That you can talk about. But if you are relating to organic, otherwise no way to know. Okay, let me look at the options. मेरे हिसाब से the answer is not B. Obviously, I marked B, but answer is A. A होना चाहिए. 1 by T होता तो D होता. 1 by T होता तब भी D नहीं होता. Elon, अगर 1 by T होता, अच्छा देखो लिख ही देते हैं हम लोग. K equal to A e power minus EA by RT. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? We are plotting. What are we plotting? We are plotting y equal to K e power minus 1 by X. देखो, this is what we are plotting, and you have to do y versus X. अगर मैथ्स पसंद है, you don't like looking like K and T, then this is actually what we are doing. ओके, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? सोचो, x की वैल्यू 0 ले लो. अगर x की वैल्यू 0 ले लो तो इनफाइनाइट हो जाएगा, बट e पावर माइनस इनफाइनाइट मतलब 0 हो जाएगा. सो दिस ग्राफ शुड स्टार्ट एट 0. ओके, x इज 0 0 और x की वैल्यू 5 ले लो, x की वैल्यू 5 ले लो तो मतलब 1/5. ठीक है, x पावर माइनस 1/5. ओके, x की वैल्यू इनफाइनाइट ले लो, x की वैल्यू इनफाइनाइट ले लो, x की वैल्यू इनफाइनाइट ले लो तो e पावर माइनस 0 मतलब e पावर इनफाइनाइट. तो when x is infinite, y will also be infinite, बहुत हाई. ठीक है, तो इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू बी अ स्ट्रेट लाइन, इट इज गोइंग टू बी एक्सपोनेंशियली इंक्रीजिंग, है ना. दिस इज अ लॉजिक, मैथ्स का लॉजिक से. तुम लोग यार जेई पढ़ रहे हो, जेई का कर रहा हूं, इतना मैथ्स तुमको समझ में आना चाहिए. अगर ये नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, रिवाइज मैथ्स. यू नीड मैथ्स फॉर किनेटिक्स. यू कांट से अरे मैथ्स नहीं आती है. ठीक है, I would explain it other ways for NEET students, but since this is on a JEE channel, ये करो. You cannot mess this up. Okay, it is not a straight line, boss. It is increasing. Okay, it is a monotonically increasing function. ठीक है, and it is not a linear function. The only option that is monotonically increasing and is not linear is option A. So please don't say anything else. A ही होना चाहिए. ठीक है. A कुमार, आप नीट वाले तो कोई टेंशन नहीं है. e to the power 0 is 1. Madhu, e to the power 0 is 1. I know. It should start at 1 and not this thing. मैं समझ रहा हूं. मधु, 0 नहीं होना चाहिए, it will start at 1. ठीक है भाई, समझ गया आपकी बात. ठीक है. Elon, मैं मजाक कर रहा था यार, कोई चक्कर नहीं है. If you don't understand this, you can ask me. I can explain again. But the basic idea is this. ठीक है. मैंने इसलिए या एग्जैक्टली राजा ने एनसीईआरटी क्वेश्चन है, बट इसलिए मैंने शुरू में देखो, ओनली यू डोंट नीड ऑल दिस मैथ इफ यू रिमेंबर दिस बेसिक आइडिया. फ्रिज में हम लोग चीजें रखते हैं ताकि वो रॉट ना हो. फ्रिज में डालने से कोई भी चीज रॉटिंग कम हो जाती है. व्हाट इज रॉटिंग? इट्स अ केमिकल रिएक्शन. सो इट डजंट मैटर व्हाट काइंड ऑफ रिएक्शन इट इज. अगर टेम्परेचर बढ़ाओगे तो वो रिएक्शन जल्दी हो जाएगा, और टेम्परेचर कम करोगे तो कम हो जाएगा. इससे देखो ना यार, एंड इट इज नॉट लीनियर. फ्रॉम दैट यू गेट द आंसर इज ए. बट टू एनीबॉडी हु इज इंटरेस्टेड, आई हैव गिवन यू द मैथ्स बिहाइंड दिस. डिटेल में बता दिया आपको. ठीक है, ओके. लेट्स डू द नेक्स्ट वन. It would be D if we were plotting K log. Okay, let's go back to this एक बार फिर से. ठीक है, let's go back to this. D, I'll explain all the options. D is log K versus 1 by T. ठीक है, ये है D. What about C? C is just K versus 1 by T. ठीक है. What about B? सब करेंगे भाई. Why would anybody feel left out? It will be log K versus T. ये होगा स्ट्रेट लाइन. उप्स, सॉरी, माय बैड. ठीक है, कूल. आगे बढ़ा जाए. सब कर दिया. गुड जॉब रोहित, गुड जॉब शुभी. व्हाट इज किनेटिक्स? सही है. आई लाइक दिस गाइस, यू लवली पीपल. यार थंबनेल देख लिया करो, ग्रेड 12 लिखा था. व्हाट इज किनेटिक्स? आई लव यू गाइस, मैन, यू आर सो फनी. शुभी, रियली? शुभी, यू आर ऑसम. यू आर JEE26 तभी आंसर कर रहे हो आप. यार आप महान हो शुभी, यू आर ग्रेट. ठीक है, थैंक यू फॉर ज्वाइनिंग इन. दीज आर ऑल द 4 ऑप्शन. आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड देम इन डिटेल. ठीक है, ग्राफ में मुझे मजा आता है यार. आई विल नेवर skimp out on a graph explainer question. A catalyst increases. क्या करता है catalyst? ये तो आपको मालूम होगा, ये तो 10th standard से ही मालूम होगा catalyst क्या करता है. What is kinetics? Kinetics, there are 2 ways. I will take any questions today. I'm in a good mood. Chemical kinetics is basically a way to study reactions with time. Normally कोई भी चीज होती है नहीं होती है, कोई reaction process depends on 2 things. One is energy, energetics. Other is kinetics. Most of chemistry we study energetics की बात हम लोग करते हैं. In kinetics you study about time. In fact, if you decide to do mechanical engineering or chemical engineering or biotechnology, सब जगह kinetics भरा हुआ है. Everything has to do with time. You have to deal with how things change with time. Mass transfer, heat transfer, everything has to do with time. खैर, anyway, Laplace transforms even. आज ही बात कर रहे थे हम लोग एक बीटेक टार्ट्स वाले ग्रुप पे, रेडिट पे, on Discord, sorry. Anyway, what does the catalyst do? Increases free energy of a reaction, decreases free energy of a reaction, does not increase or decrease free energy of a reaction. Yeah, of course, it does not mess with. See, what does the catalyst do? Catalyst speeds affects K forward and K backward equally. है ना? इसलिए it has no effect on capital K. What is capital K? Equilibrium. And you know this, delta G naught is minus RT ln K. Yes? So, no effect. क्योंकि इस पे है नो इफेक्ट. आई फील सी शुड बी द आंसर. अरे सब लोग बोल रहे हैं बी और ए. चलो, नो टेंशन. रुद्रा, इट्स ओके इफ यू आर गेसिंग, आई डोंट माइंड इट. राम इज सेइंग द राइट थिंग. चलो, यस, alters rate of reaction. मधु ने सही बोला, it alters rate, but मधु, that's not being tested here. मधु, यहाँ पे बात फ्री एनर्जी की बात हो रही है. What is free energy? Delta G. No effect on spontaneity. Yeah, exactly. Should be C. Yes, Rajan, I agree. We are picking up momentum. What up, bros? Oh, fun question. By the way, this question is आजकल जेई में भी नहीं पूछेंगे. अगर पूछ लिया तो मजेदार सवाल है, बट आजकल एटलीस्ट दिस ईयर जेई पेपर वाज डायरेक्टली, एंड आई एम नॉट इवन किडिंग. By the kinetics is a stupidly important question from the point of view of JEE, from NEET, from IIT. हर एग्जाम में, IIT में बस 15 केमिस्ट्री के सवाल होते हैं, ठीक है, उसमें भी था. जेई एडवांस में भी किनेटिक्स का सवाल था. तो लिटरली एवरीथिंग आई हैव सीन सो फार, एटलीस्ट दिस ईयर, एवरीबडी हैड क्वेश्चन ऑफ किनेटिक्स बिकॉज इट्स अ प्रैक्टिकल आइडिया. एनीवे, सो कोई बात बता रहा था कि फास्ट और स्लो के बीच में कैसे फिगर आउट करेंगे. रुद्रा, यू आर आल्सो राइट. सी, इस सवाल को देखते हैं. दिस इज अ फन क्वेश्चन. दिस इज अ फन क्वेश्चन. ओके, we've got one fast step which is equilibrium, second slow step, third slow step पूरा हो जाता है. No, third one is the fast step जो पूरा हो जाता है. What is the overall order of the reaction? कैसे करोगे? Guess करोगे क्या? Inky winky ponky. How do we start this question? Yes, अरे कुमार तुम बोल रहे 10th ग्रेड में हो मेरे दोस्त. अच्छा, आप नीट वाले हैं कुमार. आप कुमार नहीं, दिस इज अ डिफरेंट ए कुमार. देयर वाज अनदर ए कुमार जो पहले थे. ये दूसरे ए कुमार है. ये कैपिटल ए कुमार है. ठीक है, कैपिटल ए कुमार जी, आपने बिल्कुल सही बोला, और राम ने आंसर भी बता दिया. चलो देखते हैं आंसर है कि नहीं. दिस इज गोइंग टू डिटरमिन द ऑर्डर ऑफ द रिएक्शन. द स्लो स्टेप. द स्लो स्टेप मतलब के ए बी टू. दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द रेट. बट हियर इज द कंसर्न. Neither A nor B2 is in the reaction. नहीं, रुको, सोचना पड़ेगा इसके बारे में. This is interesting. Is it 1.5? Is it 2.5? Ram is confident about slow is RDS. Okay, but दोनों are not in the original reaction. Okay, what is the overall reaction? Let's look at the overall reaction. Overall reaction is A2 plus B2 gives me 2AB. Correct? Because I'm going to just switch to the other mode, so to speak. Oops, not me. I'm here. Let's go to this screenshot to show you that these guys get cancelled out. A यहाँ पे गया, A यहाँ पे गया, A गया, A गया, ठीक है, और B गया, B गया. मतलब this is the overall reaction. Okay, that's what I wanted to scribble on my thingy for. Okay, so how you got 1.5, Rudraji? Can you tell me? If I say this, इसको करे कैसे, आगे क्या बढ़ा जाए? So I can keep B2. Let us keep B2. Okay, but I have to remove A because this is an intermediate. How on earth do I remove A? Because look at the first reaction. First reaction is a fast reaction, but उसमें equilibrium हो रहा है. मतलब वो जल्दी हो जा रहा है, but पूरी तरह complete नहीं हो रहा है. जल्दी देखो, time and completion are two different things. It is happening quickly, but it doesn't go to completion. Okay, so equilibrium के हिसाब से K1 by K inverse, forward by backward, which is equilibrium, is going to be equal to A squared divided by A2. Let's call this K. इसको हम लोग K बुला देते हैं, ठीक है? Okay. Now I want to get rid of this and instead replace with A2. How do we do that? Okay, so I'm going to write A square to be equal to K times A2, and then A will be root of K times A2. And that K root है नहीं है, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. I will still write as K. K नहीं लिखना है. K के बाद क्या? K11OP. L लिख देते हैं. चलो K ही लिखते हैं. Let's not make a confusion here. New K. Let's write a new K over here. ठीक है, यहां पे डाल दिया. तो small k into root k times A2. ये क्या लिख दिया यहाँ पे? A2 ही था ना? हाँ, okay. Power half into B2 is the overall rate. Okay, and both of these are constants. Hence, the order is going to be equal to 1.5, exactly जैसे राम भैया ने हमको बताया. शुरुआत में ही राम ने बोल दिया था भाई 1.5 है, और राम बिल्कुल सही बोले। रुद्रा ऑल्सो सेइंग 1.5, लवली लवली लवली, वही वाले हैं ए कुमार जी। अच्छा चलिए बढ़िया। अरे सबसे पहले तो राम ने बताया था, और उसके इमीडिएटली बाद आई थिंक ए कुमार नहीं रुद्रा ने बताया था। चलो बढ़िया, यस बिल्कुल सही राम। राम ने बहुत सही शब्द यूज किए हैं। राम ने बताया सब्सटीट्यूट वैल्यू बाय इक्विलिब्रियम रिएक्शन बाय लॉ ऑफ मास एक्शन इन स्लो स्टेप। आई लाइक दिस गाय, I like the use of the technical terms. Okay, cool. So let us call this law of mass action, जो राम भैया ने हमको बताया कि लॉ ऑफ मास एक्शन से ही हम लोग ये निकालते हैं। ठीक है, सब्स्टिट्यूट इक्विलिब्रियम रिएक्शन, दिस इज द, कहाँ गया इक्विलिब्रियम रिएक्शन, यहां लिख देते हैं, फ्रॉम इक्विलिब्रियम रिएक्शन। ओके कूल, we've got this, and this goes into, this is 1, this is 2, and then 2 into 1 will give me this awesome expression 1.5. Good job, right? Shubhi, फिर से करूं? Okay. How can I think? Aditya, read a good book, yaar. Aditya, I was lucky to have great teachers. They taught things nicely, and but मुझे लगा मुझे सब समझ में आ रहा है, बट जब पढ़ाने की बात आई तब मुझे लगा यार मुझे तो और ज्यादा पढ़ना पड़ेगा, मतलब समझना पड़ेगा। That's when I started reading books, and reading books, that's a nice thing, Aditya. That teaches you how to think. Process, सोचने का तरीका आपको अच्छी बुक्स बताती हैं। Start reading a good book. Okay, cool. सो श्रुवी जी एक बार रिपीट किया जाए, ठीक है करते हैं रिपीट। देखो यहाँ पे 3 रिएक्शन दिए गए हैं, एक फास्ट, एक स्लो, एक फास्ट। द स्लोएस्ट स्टेप इज गोइंग टू बी द रेट डिटरमिनिंग स्टेप, ओके, एंड एज राम पुट इट, you gotta, what you gotta do is this slow step mein, you figure out its rate using the law of mass action, which is reactance raised to the stoichiometric coefficient, that will be the forward rate, है ना, यही मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा है। ठीक है, now मैंने overall reaction यहाँ पे लिख दिया है। Let me also highlight that with blue or something. This is the overall reaction, ठीक है, overall reaction लिख दिया। Now what I want to get the order, I want the order to have the overall reaction and not intermediates, which is why I decided कि A को निकाल दिया जाए, क्योंकि वो reaction intermediate है। देखो ये ओवरऑल में तो नहीं दिख रहा है, तो A को निकालना पड़ेगा। तो कैसे निकाले? We go back to the fast step, but जो equilibrium है, equilibrium मतलब completely complete हुआ नहीं हुआ मालूम नहीं, but it's fast, okay, great. So using that we got K, capital K, by which is forward rate divided, एक मिनट उल्टा लिखा क्या मैंने, उल्टा लिखा, सॉरी, right, this is equilibrium constant, yeah, equilibrium constant मैंने लिख दिया, right, backward by forward and all of that, and then I get the expression of, it doesn't matter which way you write it, because anyway it's going to be some constant times this, right? So the constant doesn't matter here, you still get the answer if you do it like that, and you get the value of A in terms of A2, which is essentially there, जो है overall reaction में, ठीक है। फिर उसको हम लोग वापस substitute करते हैं original वाली चीज में, which was here, this is original thing, right? So with this I substitute A with under root of A2, I get this, that's it, ठीक है। Elon, वही तो मैंने बताया, how do we know कि कैसे पता चलेगा ये करना है। Elon, just add the 3 reactions, Elon, that's what I did, I just added all the 3 reactions, है ना। अगर मैं तीनों रिएक्शन, सी इफ अ रिएक्शन हैपेंस इन वन स्टेप और मल्टीपल स्टेप्स, एनर्जी तो सेम होनी है, राइट, एनर्जी इज सेम बिकॉज ऑफ, क्या बोलते थे उसको, देयर इज अ टर्म, द बेसिक आइडिया इज अ स्टेट फंक्शन, हेस लॉ बोलते थे। स्टेट फंक्शन है, मतलब एक स्टेप करो 10 स्टेप करो सेम है, सो आई एम कंसिडरिंग दिस टू बी वन स्टेप इंस्टेड ऑफ डूइंग 3 स्टेप्स, आई एम कंसिडरिंग वन स्टेप, राइट, एंड दीज आर रिएक्शन इंटरमीडिएट्स, बाकी सब चीज रिएक्शन में बनी थी, फिर रिएक्शन में कंज्यूम हो जा रही है। आई एम जस्ट एडिंग द 3 रिएक्शंस। यस, रेड आई, बिल्कुल सही। आदित्य सोनी, परहैप्स हो सकता है कुमार जी, दिस कुड बी अ पीआईक्यू, दिस कुड बी अ पीआईक्यू परहैप्स। वन सेकंड, my friends are checking up on me, they're very sweet people, nice people. Yes Aditya, for sure, many good books. Here is one that you should look at for JEE main or even NEET for physical chemistry, and you can look at this for JEE advanced, or if you want to just learn stuff in detail, this is a prescribed AP chemistry textbook, AP matlab advanced placement, which is a US का course which students take up to get credits in their college. Hey, अच्छा हमने मार्क नहीं किया इसका क्या आंसर? 1.5 होना चाहिए. चलो लेट्स गो अहेड. देखो इतना छोटा सा एग्जांपल इन लोगों ने लिख दिया है, छोटा सा, बट थोड़ा हम लोग ने टाइम लगाया टू एक्सप्लेन दिस प्रॉपर्ली. ओके लेट्स गो. द रेट कांस्टेंट फॉर अ फर्स्ट ऑर्डर रिएक्शन whose half life is given is what? सिंपल सा सवाल है, इसमें तो कुछ नहीं करना है, इसमें तो हमको बस सब्स्टिट्यूट करना है. वी आर ऑन स्ट्राइड्स. हाँ सही है. See, these questions are definitely more tricky than the NEET questions. That means the algorithm is working nicely. Algorithms are working nicely. See, NEET or JEE में main फर्क is time, right? And because of time, you have the same time to do 45 questions there, you have 25 questions here. Because of that, the nature of questions is different. मतलब कि वहाँ पे calculation intensive नहीं होता, you got to do quick. यहाँ पे you have some time to solve some questions. Some questions you got to do quickly. That's the main difference. But both of them have become high scoring tests these days. So we got to focus on practice, good practice, relevant practice. App कितनी बढ़िया practice है, डाउनलोड करो भाई, अपने टाइम में करो. The rate constant for the first order reaction whose half life is 480 क्या होगा? कैसे करें इसको? Straight forward है. K into T half equal to ln2 which is equal to 0.7 लिख दूं क्या? like 0.7 लिख ही देते हैं, 0.7 छोड़ो, देखा जाएगा. अब क्या निकालना है हम लोग को? K नहीं लिखना चाहिए था 0.7 ना, 480. तो आधा से थोड़ा ज्यादा, मतलब 1.4 से ज्यादा, 1.5 ले लें क्या? आई एम नॉट लुकिंग एट द ऑप्शंस. 1.5. अब डेसिमल का चक्कर देखना पड़ेगा, डेसिमल कितने हो गए. एक तो मैंने डेसिमल मैंने खाया. ओके, इफ आई डिवाइडेड बाय 0.5 आई गॉट दिस. दिस इज फन. 10 पावर -1 फॉर दिस. रुको उसको लिख ही देता हूं जो मैंने किया था. आई डिड 7 by 0.5. That's what I did, right? Into 10 power -1 यहाँ पे, और into 10 power -3, इसमें से 3 डेसिमल्स आए, तो मतलब 10 power 3, सॉरी, into 10 power 3 इस तरफ, तो into 10 power -4 होगा. ठीक है. This is what I did to get this actually. 1.5, that's bad maths. 1.4 होता, but ठीक है. By 0.5 1.4. So that's my, oh great, ये ऑप्शन है ही नहीं. That's amazing. See, इतना डेसिमल के करने के बाद भी गड़बड़ी की. What did we do that is fishy? I think what I did was stupid and fishy was कि यहाँ पे 0.1 किया, यहाँ पे ये किया. So, okay. मैंने decimal, see, I should just do the math. How do you increase your speed in calculation? Pooja, my guess is कि don't try and make a video while doing calculation. That's how you increase the speed. Because when you are calculating stuff, you need your brain to be 100% present. While I'm talking to you and still trying to solve this, it becomes weird. But hey, I'm getting 1.4 in 10 power -3. What is this about? Yeah. मैंने कुछ कैलकुलेशन में गड़बड़ी की. 0.5 10 power -3, 0.5. Oh no, see, that's what I did. I was wrong. It's not 0.5 by 3, it was 7 by 5. So this was, यहाँ पे मैंने गलत लिख दिया. Yeah, this is it. So it should be B. हाँ, Ram, exactly. It should be B. Yeah. Pooja, on a serious note, Shivansh बिल्कुल सही, Ram बिल्कुल सही, Red बिल्कुल सही. I think I've given you enough book things. Pooja, ln2 is 0.3. What? Pooja, एक छोटी सी बात बताऊं. फनिंग बॉय, इतना फनिंग तो नहीं है आप. तो Shubhi is B, absolutely right. You guys are absolutely right. I want to address Pooja saying ln2 is 0.3. I want to address that. Pooja, I'll do that in a second. Before that, Pooja is asking, how do we increase our speed in calculation? Speed in calculation, you gotta have a sort of shamelessness in you कि भाई ये करना है, इसको तेज से करना है, किसी भी हद से तेज से करना है. This is how I did it. Different people have different ways of doing it. My goal was to be the first in class to solve the question. I didn't care how. मुझे करना है. And it's a stupid way to think, childish even, but that helped, having a weird drive of that sort. It was an illogical drive. Like, नहीं क्यों करना है बस भाई करना है, मन है मेरा करना है. That's not a smart thing to do. But the process to do it is solve good questions, right? Where do you solve good questions? Read good books. Books में क्या पढ़ोगे? You will figure out the process. अच्छा ये करना है. If you do that ये करना है 5 बार, then 6ठी बार you can do it in your mind. That's how you do it quickly. ये वाला आंसर सही था. दूसरी बात that Pooja said, that point ln2 is 0.3. Pooja, I will address that as well. Let us give our friends some time to solve the next question, and I'll address that. Okay, कहानी बहुत दिखी है इसमें, but main चीज ये है I've got a reaction that gives me 2A giving B. He knows that this is a second order reaction. अब उसको जो है रेट इंक्रीज करना है टू 16R. हाउ डज ही डू इट? हाउ? दिस इज द ओवरऑल क्वेश्चन. मैंने इसको जो है शॉर्ट में यहाँ पे लिख दिया है. ठीक है? I will put the screenshot here. You guys try this. I will address Pooja's queries about log. It is important. It's an important thing to know where to apply what value of log. जरूरी चीज है. Because if you mess that up, life becomes hard. You unnecessarily mess up an entire question just because you've forgotten कि log का क्या सीन करते हैं ना. आप लोग ट्राई करो. I'll explain to Pooja about this ln वाला चीज. देखो what is ln? ln मतलब क्या होता है? ln मतलब natural log. इसका क्या मतलब होता है? E power x equal to y. After you take log, natural log, ln is basically log to the base e of x, right? Is this fine? Right? So this will basically become e power x equal to y. इस बार मैंने कुछ गड़बड़ी की है. Yeah, x log e equal to log. Yeah, the actual idea is take log on both sides. I made this a little complicated, more complicated than it should be. Okay. Anyway. So then this becomes x equal to log y, log to the base dy, right? That's what this becomes. So here in this scenario, right? If we are saying, let's just write as ln y. Okay. If we are saying that here I've got 2, then x cannot be 0.7. It is 0.3 because if I raise e to the power 0.7 or if I raise e to the power 0.3, which one of them will give me 2? Use a calculator. Please use a calculator. पहले ये करो, then I'll explain the next step. You guys please try this. So e power 0.7, it's 2. Okay. E power 0.3 is not 2, it's 1.34. Wow. Okay. E power 0.3 is 1.34, it's not it. Why did that happen? क्यों हुआ ये? Because what you have remembered is log का value. Log to the base 10. This is log to the base 10 of 2. That is equal to 0.3. Why? Because 10 power 0.3 is equal to 2. Calculator निकालो. अभी करो. You have a calculator? I'm sure you have access to a calculator. That is 1.995 etc. ठीक है? That is what you remember. Okay, पूजा? इसका आंसर तो D है. इसमें कुछ करना ही नहीं है. ठीक है? Good job everybody. You got this. I got time to explain math, which I absolutely adore. You know, yeah. If maths did not have the probability wala chapter, anything related to probability and all of that stuff, I'd probably teach math for sure because maths is fun, maths is enjoyable, right? But probability and all of that, बिल्कुल मजा नहीं आता है मुझे. खैर, this fine. इसका answer is going to be 4 times because it's 2 power 4, right? 2 power 4 is 16. That's what it is. Sorry, 4 power 2 is 16. You've got this to be a second order reaction. Right? So it is basically a square. Put a as 4 times a dash is equal to 4a. Then this becomes 16 times. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead. Kavita, Benji, I am not from an IIT. I went to many colleges. IIT was not one of them. We'll talk about which college I went to somewhere else. Short answer is I went to a college called RV. I graduated from there. Longer answer is I went to Surat Kal. I dropped out. I went to ISC for a PhD. I dropped out. If you want to know more, go on to the Discord channel. वहाँ पे सब राम कहानी लिखी हुई है. Let's solve this next question. Time बहुत है. In a first order reaction, 75% of the reactants disappeared in 1.386 hour. The value of the rate constant is what? Nice question. Interesting question. राजन्या, पूजा, ए कुमार, सब डी, सब लोगों ने डी बोला. राम बहुत सही है. 1 hour. Ram is on fire, bro. Ram, it is 1 per hour, huh? Not 1 hour. Rate constant बात हो रही है. Time गिनी. Ram, good job though on answering this so quickly. That was fire, bro. That was fire. Good job. Good job on that. What do you think about this one? How are you guys doing this? देखो, 75% of the reactants disappear. There's 2 ways to do this. I strongly recommend you don't do it the second way. What is the first way? The first way is 75% of the reaction मतलब 3/4 of A naught gets consumed. यानी कि remains कितना, मतलब कि A naught becomes half, then becomes 1/4. मतलब this is T half, this is T half. This is way number 1. What is way number 2? Way number 2 is the traditional way of doing things, which is you write, okay, KT equal to ln A naught by A. And then you go and say, acha, A is 75%, 0.75. Then you say KT is ln A naught by 0.25. Sorry, not this thing, 0.25 A. Acha. Then you're like, okay, I have the value of T half. No, I have the time. Okay, then you put this and you put, okay, this is 2. You can do it like this also, I guess, in a way, but it's not that much fun. See, this is so much easier. You can do it in either ways. I'm not serious about don't do the second way or anything. I feel the first way is quicker. If you find the second way is quicker, you do that. You do you. Okay? That's the beautiful thing about anything in JEE or NEET. They don't care how you do things. They know step marks. You just have to get to the answer, right? That's what I meant by increasing your speed. Merely, for me, increasing speed is easier this way. If you find this to be increasing your speed, you do this. That's why I said there's no one answer to how do you increase your speed. You just have to follow a process, whatever process works for you. All right. Now, if I follow this method or that method, either way, I get 2 half-lives. 2 half-lives, matlab, okay, 2 half-lives. 2 half-lives is 1.386 hours. So T half into 2 is this. So T half is going to be equal to 0.693. That's awesome. Beautiful number, isn't it? So K T half is also equal to 0.693, and hence you get K to be equal to 1 hour inverse, as your friends have pointed out. Pooja, Ram, and Rajanya. Excellent work. Sweet. और किए जाए सवाल? Resume practice. And here we go. That's my placeholder to know कि यहाँ पे आप आने वाली है. Which of the following? I don't like this question. ये वाला इसमें गड़बड़ी थी. ये भी कल कर चुके थे. Let's see और क्या आता है. Let's do this. Whoa, 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 whoa. That escalated quickly. Hitesh, awesome, bro. What's happening in Kanpur? College starts on 22nd, right? है ना? That's what I remember. किस हॉस्टल में allotment हुआ है अभी? A substance undergoes first order decomposition involves 2 parallel first order reactions. What is the mole percent of B in the product? This is a slightly not in the syllabus, but maybe JEE advanced में आ सकता है, perhaps. We can do this. Series reactions, parallel reactions. Series reactions में you add up the K values. Parallel reaction में, is there a resistor concept here? You do 1 by K, 1 by. Can we do that? It's like resistors in series, you add stuff up. Resistors in parallel, do 1 by. Can we do that? Is that? I don't know. Just random. Just speaking out loud. I have no logic to this other than just ऐसे ही बोल रहा हूँ. But what do you think? आपको क्या लगता है? Which one? Does that make sense or does it not make sense? What do you think? Ouch. I don't think you should go the resistor way. That was a random thing that I said. Please don't pay attention to that. Right? That's not important here. This is the main thing. If the same reaction is happening, I have a fixed quantity of A, and it is being split between these two, right? जिसका K value ज़्यादा होगी, hear me out, जिसकी K value ज़्यादा होगी, उसका quantity कम बनेगी, right? What do you think? आपको क्या लगता है? आपको क्या लगता है? Yeah? Or is it कि जिसकी K value ज़्यादा है, वो ज़्यादा बनेगा? How do you even do this? Well, broadly देखा जाए तो अगर K बड़ा है, rate of the reaction should be higher, right? If you take two reactions, जिसमें everything is the same, concentration same है, but K value एक की ज़्यादा है, जिसकी K value ज़्यादा, वो जल्दी होगा, ज़्यादा जल्दी होगा, right? That's why I said throw that parallel series वाला चीज जो मैंने बोला था, तो just बोलने के लिए parallel है, but जिसकी K value ज़्यादा, वो ज़्यादा जल्दी बनेगा, ठीक है? Which means to get the mole percentage, I basically have to do mole percentage of what? Of B, okay. एक मिनट सोचने दीजिए इसको. Have to think about this one. Rajan says B, directly proportional. Okay. So you're saying that Manisha is saying ICSE board. That's interesting. Sure, I can do that. So how do I do this? Ram, is it 76 and how have we got 76? So what's the logic? Okay, help me out with this. K1 and K2, right? How do I decide which reaction goes faster? Or do I say कि अगर K1 value छोटी है, then concentration will be higher. Can I say that? Because the product is basically the rate. K into C, whatever C is, not C, let's just pay X here. I can say into this is the rate, right? यहाँ पे लिखा है first order decomposition, so that's why I'm not writing power anything, just like this. Okay, ठीक है. What do we do here? Okay, क्या करें इसको? Half life inverse to K. Interesting. That's an interesting way of looking at it. Krish, thank you for your input. What do you guys think? I'm waiting for your inputs. There is a formula I can just apply and get this answer, but I'd like your inputs on this. It will be good to know what you guys think. How do you approach? How do you start a question like this? That's important. Formula डालने में कोई ज़्यादा effort नहीं लगता है, but you need to know उसको कैसे करते हैं, क्यों करते हैं. Any thoughts? Any inputs? क्या लगता है आपको? Yeah, yes, no, maybe. I see one person saying 76. If we take 76 to be the answer, right? I don't know 76 answer le. I'm guessing he's got it from just taking the ratio of K1 and K1 plus K2, right? But why did we do that? क्यों किया हम लोगों ने? Okay, let's look at it like this. Overall, I've got K1 into B plus K2 into C. Is that correct? What is the overall rate equal to? Rate equal to this. Is that okay? Is this okay? Rate अगर मैं ये लिखूं तो ठीक लग रहा है आपको? Ram, thanks for the answer. I appreciate it. Can you go into a little bit of detail in chemical kinetics? How do you find values such that you don't have to pull up? वो सब नहीं आएगा. Don't worry. Yeah, Ram, I like the formula. But Ram, how did we get that formula? Rajanya, thanks for the formula. But कहाँ से आया? Formula क्यों आया? कहाँ से आया? Where did it come from? Overall rate is this. This is okay. Overall rate here. अब मुझे पता करना है the mole percentage of B. मतलब कि इसमें से कितना B है? Okay. Are you sure, Hitesh? Can you write it as A giving B plus C? If you write it as A giving B plus C, then you have the same K. Hitesh, you can say that, but with different K values, right? Yeah, it's a parallel reaction, but क्यों भाई? Why? What is the reason behind this? किसी को मालूम है? What is the idea behind this? Why do we do K1 by K1 plus K2? Why? What's the logic behind this? I don't find any logic. I mean, not I know the logic, but आप लोग जो बोल रहे हो, आप मुझे फॉर्मूला बता रहे हो, but क्यों? Why would you do this? क्यों करेंगे आप? Hitesh, I like what you're saying, but that would work if B and C have different reactions, right? Equilibrium. Oh, there's no equilibrium here. There's no equilibrium here. Let me give you something to read. Wait a second. Let me look it up. See if this helps. Let me see if there's a byju's.com ka is also option on this. I looked at a particular site that I like. I'm pretty sure byju's site में भी होगा ये कि क्यों है ये. What is the derivation of this? I told you syllabus में नहीं है, but सिर्फ हम लोग मस्ती में ऐसे ही कर रहे हैं. ठीक है. I'm not sure if this is there. It should be there. Anyway, what I found easily I've given to you, right? You guys are right. आपने जो बोला बिल्कुल सही बोला. ठीक है. It is K1 into B divided by K1 plus K2. This is how you get the amount of B. ठीक है. This is right. You guys are right. Okay. So, which is why we use this expression. I'm not going to go into detail of this derivation. You can check it out on the site that I've given to you. If you do this, then you get it to be 76%. Okay. K1 is 10 power minus 4, order of 1.25 10 power minus 4 divided by 1.25 plus 0.38 into 10 power minus 4. right? I'm just keeping that 10 power minus 4 thing constant. If you cut that out, you get 1.25 by 1.7, 1.5, 1.63, right? That's 76%. Cool. That's the answer. But see, it's good to know the formulae, but it's better to know derive कैसे करते हैं, ठीक है? And the derivation is right there. It's not in your syllabus at all. फिर भी मैंने सोचा कि since आ गया है तो चलो हम लोग देख ही लेते हैं, ठीक है? If you guys want, you can check it out there. All right, next question. Two first order reactions. कहाँ गया? Two first order reactions. All right, cool. Two first order reactions having same reaction concentration, produce 25 degrees, same rate, temperature coefficient of rate. First is 2, third is 3. Find the ratio of rates of these reactions. Wow, 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 wow. Interesting. How do we do this? Arrhenius equation involved है. What is Arrhenius equation? एक मिनट, ये सही जगह है कहीं और आया? This is fine. K equal to AE power minus EA by RT. Temperature का involvement है. That means I've got to use this. Now, what is this temperature coefficient by? What is temperature coefficient? What is temperature coefficient? Is it EA by R? Or is it EA by R? Could it be EA by R? No, it's too small to be EA by R. EA is kilojoule, R is joule. So EA by R नहीं होना चाहिए. क्या हो सकता है? What do you think is this temperature coefficient? ये सुना है क्या आपने? Have you heard of this ever in your life? Temperature coefficient. We are going into the realm of JEE advanced now, ठीक है? Because we've been getting a lot of questions right. This is throwing up questions that are a little bit trickier than the usual stuff you will see in JEE main. Okay, and that's what happens if you get a lot of questions right in on the app, on the Byju's app. What is temperature coefficient? किसी को मालूम है? Yeah, Sukh. Look at Sukh being on fire. Sukh has come here with a banger and he's saying that अगर टेम्परेचर बढ़ाया हमने by 10 degrees Celsius, then the rate changes by 2, 3 in 1 and in 2. Correct? Yes. Awesome. Indian भाई. You guys are awesome. राम सीधा आंसर पे फोकस कर रहे हैं. He don't care for all these small things. चलो बढ़िया है. Temperature coefficient. So for the first one, ln K2 by K1 is equal to 2, right? Sorry. In the first case, ln2 equal to EA by R into 1 by T plus T minus 1 by T plus 10. For the second one, ln3 is equal to EA by R, EA1, EA2 by R into 1 by T minus 1 by T plus 10. This is what this means. It's making things a little bit complicated. Okay. अब क्या किया जाए? If I make it to 75, do I need all these things? ये सब scary है. I don't need all this. Go from first principles. If I go from 25 to 75, that is basically 5 गुना. 5 times 10, which means I go 2 power 5 here for the first case. For the second case, I go 3 power 5. This is a very funny way of doing this. I know, but this is it. This is a real deal. Indian जी नहीं, this is not relevant for NEET at all. I am on the JEE channel right today. Indian जी, मैंने जो कल आपके लिए सवाल किए थे, those were relevant for NEET. ठीक है? मितांशु कैसे करेगा? मतलब मितांशु, द क्वेश्चन इज सेइंग कि अगर टेम्परेचर बढ़ाया गया तो दोनों के रेट्स में क्या फर्क होगा? मतलब हम लोग बढ़ा रहे हैं टेम्परेचर. इट्स नॉट लाइक बढ़ जाएगा अपने आप. वी आर डूइंग दिस. ऑलराइट. हाय मितांशु. इंडियन जी, जो मैं नीट चैनल पे करता हूं, प्रैक्टिस सेशन स्पेशली इज रेलेवेंट है. मैं आज जेई पे कर रहा हूं तो दिस इज रेलेवेंट टू जेई, प्रॉब्ली इवन जेई एडवांस, नॉट इवन जेई मेन. अभी ये सवाल स्पेसिफिकली, पहले वाले वर रेलेवेंट टू बोथ जेई नीट. This question and the couple of questions before this are JEE advanced. Okay, cool. So did you understand this? ये मैंने जो लिखा है, ये क्या लिखा है? हर 10 डिग्रीज पे टेम्परेचर डबल हो जाता है. डबल, फिर डबल, फिर डबल, फिर डबल, 5 बार. मतलब not 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. well, actually वही है ना, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 5 बार, which is what? This is 2 power 5. Why? When I go from 25 to 35 to 45 to 55 to 65, hey, एक मिनट, I'm एक high है ना, 25, 1, 2, okay, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5, 275, ठीक है, cool, 5 गुना, okay. So now, ratio of the rates of these reactions is going to be 3 power 5 by 2 power 5. How do you calculate 3 power 5 by 2 power 5? This is fun, right? Let's take log. Can we take log? You get 5. Okay, let's not do log. I will not complicate your life for you. 3 power 5 is 3 power 4 is 81. ठीक है ना? 27, 81. 3 power 5 is 243. Right? 81 and 2. Yeah. So 243 by 64, I want to say? No, 32. Correct? 2 power 5 is, 2 power 4 is 16, 32. This is the answer. 243 by 32, which happens to be 7 point something. 36, 3 7 are 21 now. 7 point something. So yeah, 7.6. Let's mark B. राम, बढ़िया है, मजा आया करने में. कैलकुलेशन मेस्ड अप कहाँ है? तो स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड है, कुछ नहीं करना है ना. देखो अब कहाँ है मुश्किल यार, तो स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड है. लॉजिक इज टेक्स अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ टाइम टू फिगर आउट करना क्या है. कल कैलकुलेशन कहाँ मेस्ड अप है? कैलकुलेशन तो स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड है. 3 पावर 5 by 2 पावर 5, यार 3 पावर 5 तो कर सकते हो, 2 पावर 5 भी कर सकते हो. उसको डिवाइड करो, 7 तो हो तो क्या, 3 7 21, 210, 7 point something. Hence it is B. Good job on getting it so quickly, Ramji. Sukh, but nice man, nice. Thanks for that. You were the first person to mention कि ये होता क्या है. What on earth is this temperature coefficient? है ना? पूजा, I will repeat. देखो कितना लंबा सोल्यूशन है. वीडियो सोल्यूशन में बहुत चीजें दी गई है इसमें. हमने जल्दी में कर लिया, इसमें तो बहुत डिटेल में दिया है. देखो, आई विल रिपीट द होल थिंग. इसमें बोला है देयर आर टू रिएक्शंस दैट हैव डिफरेंट रेट, दे हैव डिफरेंट टेम्परेचर कोएफिशिएंट. टेम्परेचर कोएफिशिएंट का मतलब, अगर मैं 10 डिग्री से इंक्रीज करूं तो इफ आई हैव अ टेम्परेचर कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ 2, दैट मींस K2 by K1 is 2. मतलब रेट 2 गुना हो गया by increase of 10 degree Celsius. That is what a temperature coefficient of 2 means. Now for the second reaction, temperature coefficient is 3. यानी कि 10 डिग्री बढ़ाने से टेम्परेचर रिएक्शन 3 गुना फास्ट हो गया. So I can say ln K2 by K1 is basically ln 3. K2 by K1 is 3 times. Cool. अब ये पूछ रहे हैं, these are 25 डिग्री सेल्सियस. Now अब बोल रहे हैं कि 25 से 75 मैंने बढ़ा दिया, तो ये अगर मैंने टेम्परेचर इतना बढ़ाया तो जो रेशियो ऑफ रेट्स ऑफ दीज रिएक्शंस क्या होगा. जाहिर है जिसका कोएफिशिएंट, टेम्परेचर कोएफिशिएंट ज्यादा है, दैट विल इंक्रीज फास्टर एज कंपेयर टू द अदर वन. हाउ मच फास्टर? फ्रॉम 25 टू 35, 10 गुना, मतलब डबल हो गया पहला वाला. 35 टू 45 फिर से डबल, 45 टू फिर से डबल, 5 बार ऐसे डबल डबल हो गया. 5 बार डबल मतलब 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 5 बार. That is 2 power 5. Similarly, for the second reaction, I get 3 power 5. So the ratio of these rates is 3 power 5 by 2 power 5. How do you get to 3 power 5? Simple है. 3 into 3 into 3, 9 हो गया. Into 3 एक बार 81, एक और बार 3, 243. 5 गुना, 5 बार, not 5 गुना, 5 power 2 power 5. 3 power 5. 2 power 5 is very easy, man. 2 power 4 is 16, that you know, into 2, 32. Cool. Mr. Sub, आई डोंट नो यार, देयर इज नो कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ वेटेज इन जेईई में. आजकल कुछ भी पूछ लेते हैं. देखो, मुझे लगा था इक्विलिब्रियम सवाल है, इक्विलिब्रियम थर्मो से एक भी सवाल नहीं आया दोनों शिफ्ट्स में. कुछ नहीं, कुछ रैंडम चीजें आई. किनेटिक्स में 3 सवाल आ गए, एक सिंगल पेपर में मैंने देखा 2 सवाल आए. सो देयर इज नो कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ वेटेज. ठीक है, ये वेटेज दिमाग से बाहर निकाल दो. यू कैन टॉक अबाउट वेटेज जहां पे ज्यादा सवाल होते हैं, लाइक इन नीट वेटेज यू कैन टॉक अबाउट. देखो यार, 45 क्वेश्चंस है, चैप्टर हैं कुछ जो है 20 के आसपास. सो दे हैव, यू हैव टू जबरदस्ती आस्क दो हर चैप्टर से एटलीस्ट समथिंग लाइक. सो देयर यू कैन टॉक अबाउट वेटेज. You don't have, if you have only 25 questions, out of which 5 have to be numerical entry, you are limited for choice. मतलब you can ask anything from anywhere. ठीक है, वेटेज का कॉन्सेप्ट दिमाग से बाहर निकाल दो. अगर कोई तुमको ज्ञान देता है वेटेज के बारे में, बी केयरफुल. ठीक है, आई थिंक इट्स गैस. वैदिक, हम तो यहाँ पे हैं, आपको टाइम पास करना है, आप करिए टाइम पास. हम तो पढ़ा रहे हैं, आपको पढ़ने का मन नहीं, कहीं और जाइए. यहाँ पे गंदगी मत फैलाइए, है ना. Samwell is almost done. Elementary reactions are classified based on Samwell. This is from the journey. If you're wondering who is Samwell, there is a whole story going on. ठीक है, in the journeys. If you want to go check that out. Yeah, we had a lot of fun making these questions. We, in the sense, my friend Sharat made these. He's active on LinkedIn. You can find him, Sharat Chandra. So when I joined 2016, Sharat bhai sahab यही सवाल बना रहे थे, and he was a fan of Game of Thrones, and you'll see that element in all the 12th grade chapters. Samuel is almost done. What are elementary reactions based on? Order, rate constant, molecularity, phase. This is obviously not. आसान सवाल आ गया. After giving very heavy questions, this was molecularity. Do you have to even think about this one? है ना? See, exactly, Sukh. Very simple. Molecularity. Yeah. Elementary reactions में molecularity is the order. This is fine, right? मैंने जल्दबाजी में आंसर मार्क कर दिया. I didn't wait for all your inputs. I only saw Sukh's answer and I'm like, let's mark it. What do you think? What do you think? Redox titration नहीं. Mr. जी, seriously बोला तो redox titration नहीं आता है. JEE main में significant नहीं आता ही नहीं. I have not seen it. I don't. Since when the exam is being called JEE main, I have not seen redox titrations. So you can look for it if you want as well. Yeah. Let's go. The half-life. अरे रुको. Don't hang. बैठ गया. Wait. Bro. Okay. Yeah. I was taking a screenshot. We are at sprint. एक दो सवाल और कर लेते हैं. Almost 1.5 घंटा हो गया. Stop. We'll stop in एक दो. This one and one more question we'll do. ये और एक और करेंगे. Last this and one more after this. Okay. We'll finish our sprint. The half-life of a first-order reaction is 24 hours. If we start with 10 molar initial concentration, reaction concentrate. अरे ये तो simple है. 96 hours बाद क्या होगा? यही है ना? 24 hours है इसकी half-life. This is T half. I am saying 96 के बाद क्या होगा? अरे ये तो गलत जगह लिख दिया. अगले पेज पे लिखते हैं. ये तो molecularity हो गया. अरे आगे चलिए भाई साहब. हाँ. 24 is T half. And I am saying 96 में T half times X कितने हो गए? 24, okay, then 48, 96. So this is equal to 2. 2 half lives. 2 half lives मतलब आधा ऊपर, फिर से आधा हो गया. 10 becomes 5, becomes 2.5. ठीक है. Now concentration of the reactant. हाँ, ये क्या हो गया? अनर्थ हो गया. ये तो मैंने कुछ funny चीज लिख दी. Yeah, I wrote some crap here. Ignore. See, that's the problem with doing things quickly. You can write random things very quickly. Just keeping things polite here. 24 plus this 72 plus this 96. कोई chat में I hope caught that. So this is 1, 2 and 3. So 3 half lives. And then उसके बाद फिर से आधा 1.25. Okay, that's the idea here. If you want to do it like this. अरे chat में कोई कुछ बोल क्यों रहा है भाइयों और बहनों? इतनी जल्दी सब लोग कर रहे थे. ज्यादा देर हो गया. सब लोग सो गए क्या? What happened? ज़्यादा भारी सवाल हो गया. I know when I start doing a little bit complicated questions, जनता थोड़ी शांत हो जाती है. I understand, but this is direct. This is not that complicated. ये तो हो जाएगा ना. इसमें क्या बड़ी बात है? ये कर लोगे आप लोग. If you want to do it from first principles, कर लेंगे यार. करते हैं first principle. ठीक है, करते हैं first principle से. You do ln of a naught by a equal to kt. ठीक है. Start with half life of first order reaction t half. ठीक है, पहले k निकाल लेते हैं. K equal to ln 2 by t half. Okay, cool. Which is equal to ln 2 by t half क्या था? T half क्या था? T half क्या था? 24. Okay, great. So I will write ln of a naught by a. Okay, which is 10. चलो a naught that doesn't matter. It's equal to ln 2 by 24 times 96. अब देखो ये हो गया 4 गुना. नहीं 4 गुना हो गया. दिस इज फन. व्हाट वी डू दैट्स रॉन्ग देयर. 4 गुना हो गया. 24 4 96. हाँ ये सही है. ठीक है. इफ यू डू फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल दिस मेक्स सेंस. 24 आवर्स में ये. इफ यू स्टार्ट विद 10 व्हाट कॉन्सेप्ट 96. ठीक है 4 गुना हो गया. सो 4 ln 2 इज व्हाट वी आर गेटिंग. ओके. सो a is going to be equal to 4 ln 2 2 power 4. Okay. a naught by 2 power 4 is going to be equal to a. If you want to do from this इस तरीके से भी कर सकते हो. ठीक है. So this is 10 by 16 which is 0.125. Whoopsie daisy. No, it's not. What is 10 by 16? It's not. Yeah, you're right. 0.625 exactly. इसलिए first राम बढ़िया. राम very nice. Yeah. So हमने क्या गड़बड़ी की? If you start from 0, अच्छा. But if we are starting with 10, no, we're not starting with, what do you mean by if you start from 0? You start from 0. देखो, जल्दबाजी में यही गड़बड़ी होती है. And राम ने बिल्कुल सही, he found the error as well. This is a quick way of doing it. क्विक तरीके में यही चीज है कि you have to be 100% sure of what you're doing. And चक्कर ये है ना, confidence में we are always 100% sure and we goof up. Moral of the story is, I feel you should use this method. Okay. बहुत ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस ऑल्सो इज नॉट गुड. सो ऑल्दो आई सेड कि यार 2 हाफ लाइफ है, ये करो वो करो, आई फील द मॉरल ऑफ दिस कॉन्वर्सेशन इज ऑलवेज गो बाय फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल. पूजा पूजा मैंने यहां पे गड़बड़ी की ना. आई स्टार्टेड एट 24 व्हिच मेक्स नो सेंस. टाइम डज नॉट स्टार्ट एट 24. द concentration starts at 10. Time will start at 0, no? First half life is 24, then second is 48, then third is 72, then fourth is 96. So it is not 3, it is actually 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 half lives. Yeah. And to be honest, मैं कभी नहीं करूंगा लाइफ में फिर से. Because of the experience you guys, I will always use this method. Because I am convinced कि यार, there is no concept of ifs and buts in life. You got to do things carefully. If you're 100% confident like this, like Ram, then go ahead. जो तरीका तुमको चलता है तुम करो. If you're able to do this quickly, great. But I feel I will always follow this from now on. ठीक है? Lesson learned. Good job, Ram. Thank you for pointing it out. The answer is 0.625. Okay. And yeah, we should do this as well. All right. Lovely. Great. आज का आखिरी सवाल. Rate of disappearance. आई ये तो थोड़ा सिंपल नहीं हो गया. चलो कोई नहीं. Let us end the day with a fun question. End the day with a fun question. Rate the disappearance of H2 in reaction. Rate of disappearance of H2 in reaction is something is 3 gram per minute. Rate of formation is x gram per minute. Okay, H2 का दिया हुआ है. What is the deal here? If I do N2 minus equal to minus dH2 by 3 dt equal to 1 by 2 dNH3 by dt. अब करो आप लोग. Please solve. What do you think this is going to be? Please go ahead and solve. Hare Krishna. Who knows, dude? I'm taking class right now. I'll check in a bit. Are you guys trying this? Okay, 1.5, 1.5. Ram says 1.5. Okay. Ram says 1.5. Ram, would it not be either 2 or 5 by 2, Ram? Ram, या तो 2 होगा या 5 by 2. Are you sure about 1.5? Let's see. देखते हैं. देखो. From this expression, I am going to get, I want NH3. So d of NH3 by dt is equal to minus 2 by 3 d of H2 by dt. This is a simple question. This is very likely to come for JEE main. Very likely. Numerical entry है. गड़बड़ होने के chances भी हैं. ओ राम, मेरे हिसाब से नाइट्रोजन H2 दिया है ना, नॉट नाइट्रोजन. H2 का दिया है टू बी 3. करेक्ट? अगर H2 का दिया है 3, then this should be 2 by 3, which is equal to 2. What do you think? है ना? It's okay. Ram, you've been great throughout the session. It's okay. थोड़ा बहुत, everyone's allowed a goof up once in a while. The fact that you've realized it is awesome. It is 2. Did everybody else understand why it is 2? Everybody else watching it live. जो अगर live नहीं देख रहा हो तो समझने की कोशिश करो. और क्या बोलूं मैं, है ना? Watch this फिर से. अगर ये चीज आज बहुत ध्यान से धीरे धीरे लिखी है, इसमें क्या समझने की बात है. बेसिक आइडिया ये है कि हाइड्रोजन gets consumed a lot faster than NH3. व्हाट इज द रेशियो ऑफ द फास्टनेस? देखो, जब 3 हाइड्रोजन कंज्यूम होते हैं, उतने समय सेम समय में दो अमोनिया कंज्यूम हो जाते हैं, फॉर्म हो जाते हैं, मतलब कि हाइड्रोजन इज गेटिंग कंज्यूम फास्टर. ओके, विद दैट आउट ऑफ द वे, द वैल्यू दैट यू गेट हैज टू बी स्मॉलर. अगर ये 3 दिया है तो वो 2 होगा ना. लुक एट द नंबर्स, दे आर राइट हियर, राइट? 3 of this gives 2 of that. So you take 3 gram of this, you will get 2 gram of that. That's it. That's it. That's it. But let me think about this one. Can we do that? Oh, hold on. Hold on. A small minute. Can we just do that? Hey. यहाँ हम लोग concentration की बात कर रहे हैं. यहाँ तो mass दिया है. Can we do that? दाल में कुछ काला है. In that villain voice or whatever. Can we do 2? Are we sure? Isn't it concentration and not mass? Right? Isn't it mass? Doesn't that bug you? It's bugging me that it's concentration and not mass. At least in the formula we've written concentration. What should we do here? क्या करना चाहिए हम लोग को? जो आप लोग बोलोगे, I will mark. I will put 2 if you are confident about 2. जो आपको ठीक लगा आप बोलो. मुझे कुछ दाल में काला लग रहा है. Just a personal opinion. I feel something is weird. चक्कर ये है कि I feel that it should have the option of I don't know, the unit देनी चाहिए थी. I'm a little worried about the answer on this one. I don't think it's 2. It should maybe convert this to moles per minute and then mess it around. Okay, if we do that, if we do all of that, yeah. Look, the way this question is framed, I'm going to mark 2, but I know it's not 2 because, it should get converted to moles. So, yeah, there you go. जो मैं बोला था वही हुआ. Moles की बात हो रही है. Look at that. Look at that. I figured it out. I still mark 2. Oh my God. Yeah. No, but see, that's the thing. If you got to get mass, then you have to convert to mass. This is moles, right? This is moles. No. Okay, let's do this properly now. 3 gram per minute. मतलब 1.5 mole per minute. Okay? अगर 1.5 mole per minute है, ये हो गया इसका 1/3, right? This is going to be into 2 by 3 will be dNH3 by this. Okay, cool. Now what do we do here? 1.5 mole per minute divided by 3. So this by this becomes 2. This by this becomes 1. So this becomes 1 mole per minute. Correct? Which becomes 17. ठीक है? Cool. है ना? मुझे मालूम था ये हो रहा. And I haven't seen this question ever before in my life. I was like, hold on, I smell a rat. But cool, lesson learned. Good. अच्छी बात. This is a lovely question. This is a great question. This is a great question. Do you see why? यार, mass हो ही नहीं सकता है. Mass doesn't make sense. You have done all the derivations, everything based on moles. Why would it be mass? On what logic will it be mass? There is no logic. ठीक है? X gram per minute. अगर x निकालना है तो 17 निकालना पड़ेगा. समझ रहे हो? Because they've given mass, इसीलिए आपको ये 17 बनेगा. Because see here all this is mole. So okay, let me not repeat everything. Step 1, convert to mole per minute. Step 2 is this. Step 3 is this. Step 4 is this. Okay, cool. You guys follow? Yeah. Sudhanshu, Pooja, Ram. Okay, thanks anyways. Thanks for the feedback. Sukh, you good? Shubhi, are you here? ज़्यादा हो गया क्या? Last question सोचा आसान होगा, but this turned out to be such a nice googly. I love this. Was my favorite question from the day by far. Such an awesome question. बढ़िया सवाल. Right? That was fun. Nice question. All right. Chalo, with that we are done. Thanks everybody for sticking around. This was intense. This was nice. This was a nice thing. So if you want to see more such fun things, you can go onto the app. Yeah, we just did 15 questions. 15 plus 3, 18 कुछ सवाल किए. which is fine. Don't worry about the number of questions. You can do so many more. There's laps, there's race, marathon, and when you guys attempt the questions, by the way, it's because what we have marked is we've got most of the questions correct. 14 out of 15 questions correct, and that too because the 15th question मैंने जल्दी में mark कर दिया. Anyway, cool. It tells you how you're doing. It gives you performance, and tells you how much time you spent on each question. Looks like you spent about a minute on every question or something like that. No, 70 minutes. 70 minutes, 15 questions, etc., etc. So yeah, it gives you some statistics and all of that. If you want to generally check out videos, you can do that as well. He's a fun guy. He's teaching videos. At the end of every video, there's practice set. Oh, you can see Rajat here. You can see Nitika here solving questions for a long time. And yeah, every chapter has all of these things. Hey, there's Ashwin, general principle processes, metallurgy. There you go. That's Shiva. Blast from the past. Awesome questions, awesome stuff. All right. Thank you everybody for your time. That's my homepage, which has a PVR thing. Here you go. This is the app that you should be downloading to check it out. This was fun. This was fun. All right. Thank you everybody for your time. I'll see you around. Bye. Good night. Tata. Oh, and obviously, if you like this video, go download the app. Check out the practice. It's completely free. No one's going to charge you anything for that. If you do watch the videos, that's probably going to be charged. You'll be prompted to whatever, buy and stuff. But all right. Bye. See you. Good night. Tata.